And welcome back. Time for our Capitol Report with Pat McGuigan of CapitolBeatOK.com. Pat, let's start off today talking about e-cigarettes. There's some cities at it again trying to put a complete ban on e-cigarettes. Fox News apparently picked up your report on this. Which city is contemplating this, and is it true that they're backing off?
Yeah, Deb Corn, the city clerk in Tahlequah, told me on Thursday that the mayor had asked for the proposal to, in essence, put e-cigarettes or electronic smoking devices in the same category as tobacco and ban its use on public property, that proposal was being pulled. There had been a lot of discussion, quite a bit of controversy, and of course, advocates of vapes, as they're called, say there's no evidence of harm from using them. Defenders of ordinances like this, including people at the Tobacco Settlement Endowment Trust, say that there's not evidence that it's an effective cessation approach. Terry Klein has said that, and others. And so there's argument, but the point is, I think, that at this point there's argument, and that was the justification that the mayor gave in a meeting with Republicans there in his county. In a public setting, was that, if this was tobacco, I'd be probably for strengthening maybe even more than we already have, but I just don't think that's right on this in the absence of evidence of harm. Now the question becomes nicotine, but ingestion of nicotine is in these devices less harmful than smoking a cigarette, and the point is a lot of people have switched from cigs to e-cigarettes, and that's a point the advocates make. And a lot of the vapor shops, I think, most of them, already don't sell to minors. They put it in the same category as other things that should be reserved for adult use. So it's been pulled. Jonathan Small at the Oklahoma Council of Public Affairs, kind of took a free market approach on it and said, why is TSET getting into something that doesn't involve tobacco? And was kind of critical of the activities they've been doing, encouraging these actions through the grant-making process from TSET to communities to pass these ordinances. So for now, it's off the table in Tahlequah, but of course, previously I'd reported on this in Shawnee and in Ada, and both of those got a lot of attention too. And you never know quite what makes something catch, but Fox picked up the stories. And by way of the tip of the hat to Sean Rowley in Tahlequah with the Daily Press, who has done an excellent job of just monitoring blow by blow the unfolding of this. And so I'm intrigued by it. I have a libertarian strain in me that makes me sensitive to government expansion like this, but this is one that Sean Gore and the folks at a group called the Oklahoma Vapor Advocacy League, OVAL, have won a victory on, at least for now.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll be talking about this
Sure.
more. Also this past week, of course, we celebrated Veterans Day to show our appreciation for the men and women who've put on the uniform. You wrote some columns about that. What are your thoughts?
Just to mention two there were four men that I've known over the years that I wrote about, and I want to mention two of them. J. Leland Gourley, the longtime, I guess arguably the state's senior newspaper publisher until he died last month, told me once a story, me and some other writers, about time on target, which is in World War II, his experience of the coordination of different kinds of armaments in order to have a maximum effect in a barrage. And that was in the context of us talking about all of us together doing some writing on education reform. That always stuck with me, and so the analogy I came up with was time on target for people to think about and pray about our veterans and the way that we treat them and the respect that we should afford them, and just spend time. And now that Veterans Day has passed, maybe we can do that a little bit better for Thanksgiving than we've done in the past. My other longtime Bible study friend, Norman Vaughan, I wrote about him, and he was one of the liberators of a concentration camp when he was at the Rainbow Division. And he talked about the Holocaust deniers one night in Bible study, and he said, if I could have 15 minutes, I could convince those people, because his stories were compelling. He was always reluctant to talk about this, but when he did, one time, it was powerful. His description of the condition of the people they liberated at one of the concentration camps. So that's my case on saluting our veterans is let's not forget.
I'm with you there, my friend. Thank you very much. And you can read more about these and other topics at CapitolBeatOK.com. For Pat McGuigan, I'm Alex Cameron. Have a great day.